Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Hello, somebody. A remix.
For the radio. From LA to LA, they yelling hello, fade. Big dog, smooth cat with some mellow waves. In the 10th grade, I used to rock the mellow braids. Private school at the time, they wanted us with fades. Then the dog went to West Jeff. Marsh Wolf, step, big with the pep step. You can call me Lucky Left, do it for my churn. I'ma do it for my neff. Do it for the hood when I march clear step. Hello, somebody. Yeah, I'ma move my body. Yeah, I'ma be somebody. You never know when you gon' need somebody. Hello, somebody. Yeah, I'ma move my body. Yeah, you gon' be somebody. You never know when you gon' need somebody. I gotta represent. Fave in this thing, I'ma make it make sense. You can shake a leg for me, move them arms for me. Chopper style with it, chopper style with it.
Oh yeah!
Love is the key. I love showing love. I love being me. I love meditating cause it set my mind free. Tell them kids stay in school, ain't no love in the streets.
Oh, yeah.
Take them back to the good old days. We rock polos with the good old J's. From New York to New Orleans, they say, yeah, that's him. They like me, I want them to love me like they love Slim. But hello,
You know.
they saying Chopper, it's your turn now. Keep your foot on the gas and never turn down. But I remember being turned down. The ones who counted me out, oh, they gon' learn now. Oh yeah, how to treat somebody. Never know when you gon' need somebody. If they hatin', let them hate. When opportunity come knocking your way, just remember to say hello somebody. Yeah, she bout to work that body. But when you shake, can't be lazy. Told her go Kanye crazy. Oh yeah, hello somebody.
Yeah, I'ma move my body. Yeah, I'ma be somebody. You never know when you gon' need somebody. Hello somebody. Yeah, I'ma move my body. Yeah, you gon' be somebody. You never know when you gon' need somebody. Hello. Skip from that 504 to LA. Come on. Skip from that 504 to New York. Skip from that 504 to Chicago. Skip to that 504 to LA. Skip from that 504 out down. Skip to that 504 down to Houston. Skip to that 504 down south. That third coast. Somebody. Now won't you work out. Somebody. I'ma move my body. Yeah, I'ma be somebody. You never know when you gon' need somebody. Hello, hello somebody. Yeah, I'ma move my body. Yeah, you gon' be somebody. You never know when you gon' need somebody. Hello.
Inside the trenches.
Well, hello, somebody. It's time to move your body. Welcome back to Inside the Trenches. It's your host, Marlon Big Favorite, and we are live here on this Monday at Loyola, Uptown New Orleans. That's right, here on ESPN Baton Rouge, as we are every week, 6:30 p.m. So much to talk about here. Drew Brees is officially enshrined in the Football Hall of Fame, Pro Football Hall of Fame. Big ups to him. We will talk about that. We will also dive into top quarterbacks. We'll look at some of the top quarterbacks in the history of our game. The show is called Inside the Trenches, so we got to go inside the trenches as well and talk about some guys in the front, up front, where the game is won and lost. Secondly, later on in the show, y'all stick around because we had Josh Preston on the show last week, but this week we will be joined by Jared Boyd from the Hash It Out show. Jared comes on the show frequently since probably the last few years, so I'm interested in hearing about some of the local sports. We have spring, I always want to say spring, fall scrimmages coming up here soon, so y'all be sure to stay tuned to that. Before we get into all the fun stuff, I do want to take this time to thank our sponsors. Big ups to the Gordan McKernan Injury Attorneys. Remember, make sure you get Gordan. That number's 888. That's a 504 in the front, 504-888. Yeah, Gordan up. And what my boy say?
Corrects.
Yeah.
Personal injury.
What else?
Workers' comp. Done.
It's done, baby. Get Gordan, get it done. That is right. 504-888. Get Gordan, get it done. You've been involved in a car accident. You got hurt at work. You need some assistance, get with the G team, Gordan McKernan Injury Attorneys. Big ups to Dr. Kendra. Shouts out to Dr. Kendra in Health Nut System. I told her the other day she's responsible for me being in the lower 20s. I was in the lower 30s at the beginning of the summer. It was a hot summer, but her products has really helped curb my appetite. CL, I think he said he's down to a large now, so we rolling. So big ups to her. Y'all check out one of my favorites, Zim for Life. I saw her and Dr. Dana going on their tour. The product is doing well. All of their clients are excited, including myself. Big ups to Health Nut System. If you want to get you a bottle of Zim for Life or the Speed Up 365 or the Still Body, just hit them up, stillbody.org, and Dr. Kendra will get you going. Big ups to Conquer Sports Pros. Football season is here. If you're a young athlete, me and UP was actually talking about this earlier. If you're a young athlete and even during the season you want to sharpen up your skills, you want to be able to get some recruiting guidance, you want to prepare yourself for your senior year in this campaign, hit up the folks at Conquer Sports Pros. Visit Conquer Sports Pros. That's csportspros.com. Shouts out to Frap TV, baby. Y'all will be checking us out on Frap here soon as well. Lots of great shows coming up here this fall. Y'all be sure to check out Frap TV fundraising on Instagram. So much cool stuff coming up with them here shortly as well. Well, CL, man, look like we got somebody new on board as a sponsor. We want to send a big shout out to the Blue Crawfish, baby, coming on board. Blue Crawfish, in my opinion, CL, probably one of the jewels of the city.
The number one jewel of the city, and now with this merger between Blue Crawfish and Inside the Trenches, the #1 watch party for Saints NFL games on Sundays. I can't wait to let New Orleans and the surrounding areas realize how we get down on a Sunday, let alone a Saints Sunday. So it's a big deal today. Today's a big deal.
Beautiful location, located in the Treme. If you want to escape from the city but be in the city, that's the place to be. Lil Chris said him and his partners went over there the other day, some of their friends, and had a great time. They have the poolside. They have the turf out there. The food is delicious.
Very good.
DJ. If you want to stay the night, you could get a hotel room. There's hotel rooms in there.
Right.
Very lavish.
One-stop shop.
One-stop shop. And we're going to have fun with some of those. We're going to have fun with the watch parties because y'all know how. Y'all seen me at the festivals. Y'all seen CL hitting the beanie weenie in the studio with Skip. We're going to have ourselves some fun. But most importantly, give y'all, as I do every week at LSU and CL, I know you're excited about doing game day coverage as well. Give y'all some pregame coverage. Might catch us doing a little bit of game day coverage and postgame. Now, I like the fact that we will treat it like, I'm not going to spoil it for y'all. I'm just going to say the game day experience is going to feel like a real game day experience. So y'all be on the lookout. Our first game is going to be September 13th at the Blue Crawfish in the Treme on Dumaine Street. Y'all make sure y'all hit us up at Inside. Well, hit us up on, you can go at Big Fave 504, but Inside the Trenches, y'all, if you want to hit CL_NOLA up, we'll have some information for y'all. We're going to do some exclusive parties, watch parties, private watch parties there. Y'all going to be able to have fun at the Blue Crawfish, so we look forward to that.
You know, and just for the avid Saints fan, you know, majority of people know, but to the not-so-average Saints fan that still wants to come to the Blue Crawfish and enjoy what not only Inside the Trenches has going on, but the city of New Orleans has going on, it's an away game. We played Detroit in Detroit week 1. So I couldn't imagine any better place to watch the game besides the Superdome itself, which the Superdome will actually be closed per LaChris. The Superdome will be closed that day, but Blue Crawfish will be open and ready to receive you and the Who Dat Nation.
No doubt. So y'all be sure to check it out. Again, y'all can visit Blue Crawfish NOLA on Instagram, and y'all be on the lookout. Yeah, they want to lay it out for us, man. We got tons of promotions over there. We're gonna be on the lookout for some music videos shot over there, some content from the show, man. We had a lot. We talked about a lot, so y'all know how we do it. Well, y'all, I'm excited because there's only so much that the city of New Orleans, the team, the Saints, is able to shine. We've had some Hall of Fame inductees in the past, Willie Roaf, Ricky Jackson, just to name a few. Yeah. And this weekend, arguably the greatest quarterback in Saints history, the greatest quarterback in Saints history. That's a fact.
For sure.
Drew Brees was inducted. Now, before we get into all of the bells and whistles, and y'all feel free to chime in. You can talk to us right here on the 104.5 FM Baton Rouge's YouTube. Or y'all can hit us up on Inside the Trenches with Marlon Favorite. And again, if y'all want to just chime in right now on our live feed, we're live right now. But sidebar, did y'all like his trophy? I mean, his enshrinement? It didn't really look like him too much.
Well, it's always a toss-up with the Hall. By the grace of God, I've been there in the past, and I've looked at some of the bus facial expressions. You can bring it all the way back to Prime's bus. He's smiling. So it kind of depends on if they're gonna do the young Drew Brees, the now Drew Brees, the in the middle Drew Brees. It just kind of depends on when the Hall actually decides or how they decide to create the bus. But I think it does him justice. I mean, it'll never be perfect because if you realize Drew's hair has changed over the years, we're talking about 15 years
20.
Easily just in New Orleans.
Oh, yeah,
15 years easily. So, his hair is a little shorter. Even the scar on his face is a little smaller. over the years. So, as gentlemen change, but the bus stay the same. And we all know who that will be for the rest of our lives, the rest of his lives, for the rest of history. Drew Brees' bus will be inside of Canton on George Hallis Drive in Ohio.
Your thoughts on the Hall of Fame speech, Drew Brees going into the Sports Hall of Fame, the Pro Football Hall of Fame?
That was a very powerful speech that Drew Brees made. He made to the city. He made to Gail Benson, Mickey Loomis, Sean Payton, his teammates. It was just very powerful. And he always said it, he needed New Orleans more than New Orleans needed him. But I can even argue that New Orleans needed him just as much as he needed us because, by the time he got there, it was our Hurricane Katrina already passed and stuff. City facing devastation, and him and Sean Payton came, made the Saints a relevant team again, and boom, a couple of years later, they win the Super Bowl, and you was on that team. So that was such a great feeling. And, he broke all the passing records and things of that nature. Is one of the best quarterbacks ever, the best quarterback in Saints history. So definitely well-deserved Hall of Fame inductee. Had a great speech, and he's just an amazing quarterback.
Yeah, and he put the work in. You look back at Drew Brees' story, having a 25% chance of playing again, the Miami doctor said, but then he turns around, Nick Saban wanted him. That would have changed everything, right? Imagine Nick Saban, Drew Brees, but, to be able to come to New Orleans, and I heard Reggie Bush's story when he came in as well, too. It says a lot, but CL, what I like about his speech is the simplicity in it. He talked about when they moved in, 1 week it was shrimp etouffee the neighbor sent over. Next week is every year he was in town, he got red beans Monday. Right. So, when you eat our food, when you're immersed in our culture, when your children were born and raised here, it just does something different. CL?
Yeah, well, and once again, I'm blessed by God to be truly from New Orleans, Louisiana.
Amen.
The lower Ninth Ward. And I'm blessed enough to have lived long enough to see the bad and the good days of the New Orleans Saints. I can remember when 8-8 was actually a goal here in New Orleans. And then we get a hold of Sean Payton and Drew Brees, and now we have the most prolific offense in football. And Drew is throwing for 5,000 yards 5 times, which will probably never be done again.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
And we're just one of those must-see TV type of teams. And, I know younger cats like my guy, LaChris, he probably grew up watching Drew Brees.
Yes, I did.
His whole career, his whole life as Drew Brees has been the quarterback until now, of course. And that's a blessing all in itself as well.
Amen.
So I think we all can sit back. But it was something that Drew said in the speech, which he said a lot of things in the speech that I'm sure we all got emotional because anytime he talks about New Orleans and Katrina, it brings us all back to where we were during that time and what we went through, the emotions we felt, the losses that we took as far as homes and friends and loved ones. But Drew definitely said that the jacket that he received, each teammate was a part of the thread that created that jacket. And that just hit home with me so much because, we sit on this television show, this podcast, and we speak about New Orleans and we celebrate in New Orleans, but there's a lot of guys behind the camera like Tobi, like UP, like Silas, that helped make this, and we understand Drew was the ultimate, not ultimate quarterback, but he was the ultimate teammate, and I think that's the most important thing. I've told Fave over the years that's one of the things that I learned from Drew in the times that I got a chance to spend with him, that I wanted to always be the best teammate. Yeah. And I think Saturday, it resonated to everybody, not just in New Orleans, but all over the United States, that Drew Brees was not just a Hall of Fame quarterback, but a Hall of Fame guy.
Yeah, just a good person. I think that's the thing that echoed. And even if you hadn't met Drew Brees, you heard his speech, he spoke volumes about, his wife and how she supported him. 2003 when he messed his arm up, she really pushed him to get back out there. So, home base matters, and he also talked about his family members as well. So acknowledging everybody, having a career that he had, man. Drew, we're proud of you from inside the trenches, which you were able to accomplish, and in a city where it's poverty driven, and a lot of folks don't really have nothing to look forward to. Those are some fun years, with the Saints.
Definitely.
So I want to stick to quarterbacks, right? And it's not the pessimistic side of some people, but like, man, where does he fall on the top overall list? Greatest quarterbacks of all time. And it's not to take anything from any of the guys on this list or any of the guys who may not made a list, but what we've done here at Inside the Trenches, all of our analysts, we put together. I did talk this. These guys got this script earlier. I just, did as much. I called all teammates. It's teammates that were teammates with these guys. I was teammates with a lot of guys on this team. We grew up watching a lot of guys. Y'all feel free to chime in on this, right?
Definitely.
We're going to talk about the top 7 quarterbacks of all time. Now, this could be viewed in any different ways. I think it's some honorable mentions that should be on this list. So, at 1, Tom Brady. 2, Peyton Manning. 3, Joe Montana. 4, Steve Young. 5, Patrick Mahomes. 6, Drew Brees. 7, Aaron Rodgers. So, look, Chris, I'll come to you first. Should this list be rearranged? Is it somebody on this list that wasn't on it? You see some guys that has to get moved up? Your thoughts on this top 7 quarterbacks of all time list?
I would. All right, so for the number 2 spot, I would switch Joe Montana. I would switch Peyton Manning for Joe Montana. I would say, like, statistically, yeah, Peyton Manning was the better quarterback. But Montana, he was the more accomplished quarterback. He was the greater quarterback. He won more rings. He won more Super Bowl MVPs. So I think I have to put the more accomplished quarterback, the greater quarterback, above Peyton Manning. I think Patrick Mahomes deserves to be in the top 4 as well. I got to put him above Steve Young. I mean, basically for the same reason. He's the more accomplished quarterback. And in my opinion, I think he's a better quarterback than Steve Young. He's more talented than him, stronger arm, more accurate with the football. They what in terms of them using their legs. But, Patrick Mahomes, he got the Super Bowl rings over him. He got the league MVPs over him, or they got the same amount. And he has the Super Bowl MVPs over him. So I think Patrick Mahomes is the greater quarterback, the better quarterback. And I think other than that, I mean...
Pretty accurate?
Yeah, pretty accurate for the most part.
CL, talk to me. This list. Now, you had to... Now, CL... I saw all these guys on this list too. Right. But CL was probably at a much more mature age and understood the game a little better than the younger Fee. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Joe Montana, I didn't really get a chance. Like, in the early 90s, yeah.
I saw Joe Cool.
Yeah.
I played against Joe Cool. Lost against Joe Cool too many times.
Really?
Oh, my God.
I got a funny Joe Montana story,
we used to be a part
too.
of their division. It was NFC West.
Yeah.
And I would have to give it to Tom, starting off with Tom. But number 2 for me would be Drew Brees.
Ooh.
For various of reasons. First of all, I hate how we minimize or optimize a quarterback with championships, because this is the ultimate team game.
I agree. You're right.
Championships doesn't waver as much for me as other people does for other people. Number 3 would actually be Dan Marino.
Ooh.
He was a great quarterback.
You're talking about a guy that threw for 4,000 yards in the 80s.
5,000 yards in the 80s.
I'm sorry, 5,000.
And 48 touchdowns.
In the 80s. So, a lot of cats, maybe that's watching the TV now don't really know about Dan Marino. They probably know his name, but when you go back and you look at Dan Marino, you'll understand. And once again, they make jokes about Charles Barkley not winning a ring, But Charles Barkley is one of the greatest basketball players ever. But just because he didn't get a ring, he doesn't get all that.
Because that's
credit.
a team. It's a team
Right.
sport.
It's
but
a team sport.
It's a team award. I mean, but what I was gonna say about Dan Marino, like I always think about like the early '90s Dan Marinos. This was towards the tail end of his career, but he was still Dan Marino.
For sure.
That's why it's so many similarities with Drew Brees.
And if you look at it, he never had a running game.
He didn't.
You know?
But a lot of people know Dan Marino from Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
For sure.
He was that let you know
And
how
that's a
big of a
blessing,
star
right.
he was.
And that's
yeah.
a blessing.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know about the city of Miami without speaking of Dan Marino. You know, when it is all said and done, he's not just in the Hall of Fame just because he was a cool cat. He was in the Hall of Fame because he was one of the greatest to ever do it, minus a running game. And I'll use the example of John Elway. John Elway is one of the greatest, but he could not get over that hump without Terrell Davis running the football for 2,000 yards. You know, and imagine Dan Marino would have had
Terrell
Davis.
Right.
So, you know, Dan Marino is to be mentioned over and over again. But as far as I'm concerned, once Dan Marino comes, you can come with a Patrick Mahomes. You can come with a Joe Cool. The reason why I don't put Joe Cool that far up, because once again, he had the greatest receiver in NFL history. A lot of people don't understand that the guy on the other side of Jerry Rice was John Taylor, and he was before Jerry, and he taught Jerry. And then you're talking about a gentleman that just got introduced into the Hall of Fame, and Roger Craig as his running back.
That's right.
Roger Craig is the first 1,000-yard receiver, 1,000-yard rusher in 1 year. So I don't think people really understand. And Bill Walsh was the creator of the West Coast offense. So there's so many things surrounding these gentlemen, like a Joe Cool, like a Peyton Manning, you know. So
you got so far, because I know Tom Brady,
Drew Brees,
okay,
Dan Marino,
and
Patrick Mahomes, then Joe Cool,
okay,
and then Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, all right, okay, so yeah,
Steve doesn't make the list.
Steve doesn't make the list.
All right. No disrespect to the great Steve Young.
Yeah.
Steve, a lot of his years were burned in Tampa Bay as when he first started out, and then he sat behind Joe Montana.
That's right.
For some years, you know.
He came in. I mean, the teams were good, so he won Super Bowls too.
He only won one, and if it wasn't for Prime. In 1994, if it wasn't for Prime,
that's right. That was the one he won. Yeah,
I don't think Steve wins the Super Bowl.
That's Joe Montana won 4 of them.
Yes, Joe wins 4.
And Nate Singleton from New Orleans, he was a receiver on that team.
He was on that team.
He won him too. So it's a West Bank boy. That's crazy. Went to Higgins and Grambling and played on that team.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, I mean,
never forget Dan Marino, y'all.
You don't put. Yeah, Dan Marino was in my honorable mention. Randall Cunningham was in my honorable mention. And for sure, Michael Vick. Mike don't have the championships, but the way he revolutionized the position and the way he shined with his wheels, you know, he set the stage for cats like, you know.
Lamar Jackson.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, once again, guys, I understand that y'all are a little bit younger, but if we're talking about honorable mentions, don't y'all ever forget about Steve McNair.
Yeah, I'm old enough to Stephen McNair. He played for the Houston Oilers too. So
he actually went to the Super Bowl.
And then he played for Tennessee.
Yes, he went to the Super Bowl, guys. They just didn't pull it off.
Just one.
Yeah, that was the greatest show on turf, huh?
Yes, he did. And they barely lost that game.
Yeah, that was. I remember that game. Clearly. Yeah, you start to think about, and I noticed Drew Brees was so high on your list. When you look at statistically, he's at the top. I mean, he leads a lot of statistical categories.
Top 2, top 3 in basically everything.
Right.
But
and if Tom wouldn't have played those extra years in Tampa,
he's still number one.
He's still number one.
And I was about to say, Tom, he stretched it out a little bit longer. That he played that extra year. But I look at it from the perspective of, man, Tom was able to get 7 of them.
Yes,
so. Even if he don't play the extra year, he still got 6 of them. Mm-hmm. I do think it's unfair because Drew Brees didn't have a lot of great defense in his years.
Tom Brady did.
And that's what I
like Tom Brady did, you know. So you do have to look at it from that perspective. Like, Now, both guys were able to help, I don't want to say create receivers, but get the best out some receivers that weren't top-tier receivers. Like CL said earlier, Joe Montana had the greatest receiver of all time, arguably,
and the greatest
number
2 receiver.
Oh, yeah.
and
So-
John Taylor.
And John Taylor.
The white clock.
You think about if it was heavy on rings, I'd have probably brought up a guy like Ben Roethlisberger, right?
Oh,
if we
yeah.
just looking at it like that. But
Terry Bradshaw.
or Terry Bradshaw, which I think collectively, you don't give the rings that much weight, but you are the leader of the team at quarterback, so
That's true.
it does have a little weight. So that's why
sure.
Drew Brees is ahead of most guys who may have to. Like, he's tied with Steve Young, and Young didn't make CL's list. So I mean, these lists are are something.
And just to remind people, Drew Brees had 2 years of Drew Brees' career. He had the worst defense. 2 years in a row, he had the worst defense in football.
Oh,
in
really? Like
NFL
5
history.
years?
Yeah.
2 years he had the
you
worst
can talk
defense
about them last
in
few
NFL
years.
history. So
Yeah.
what does that say about him and his arm and his mindset? You know,
Ooh, he
and we
always
still
went
felt like
7
we
and
had
9.
a chance to win the bowl. And
Let
he
me-
had the worst defense in football.
Let me ask y'all this: when we think back to Drew Brees with the Chargers, right? You had Damian Thomason.
Yeah.
So,
Sure.
of course, you're not going to have to throw the ball a gazillion times. I
Antonio
know he had
Gates.
Antonio Gates.
Yeah.
He had a little
Vincent
defense,
Jackson.
right?
Junior
you
Seau,
Junior Seau, rest in
Rodney
peace.
Harrison.
So he had some guys, Rodney Harrison. But it was just something about the collaboration between him and Coach Payton. Like I said, I was around it for a little bit, and it was very
That was the
systematic.
perfect marriage.
So, and this isn't to discredit any of them, because we still see Coach Sean Payton as a great coach,
Absolutely.
doing an excellent job out there. He got hella defense out there, Broncos.
Hell yeah.
But how much of this success we saw offensively was Drew Brees, and how much of it y'all felt was the guidance of Sean Payton?
Well, I felt like, I mean, it was a great combination. They were the yin and yang of each other. But once again, I always remind you, remember Bounty Gate? When
I was
Coach
just
Payton
about to mention that.
did not coach a whole year.
Still led the league
Drew
in
still
passing
threw
yards.
for 5,000
Still led the league in
yards.
passing touchdowns.
With Coach at the house, and he couldn't even contact anybody in football.
Nope.
So I think once
Right.
again it speaks volumes to the cerebralness
You know,
of
leadership.
Drew Brees
So,
and the leadership.
so he's leaning more towards maybe Drew Brees as opposed to Sean Payton, because do believe that your situation is everything. And what I mean by that is the system that you're put in, they still ran the system. Now, the head coach wasn't on the sideline. And it only makes me think, and we're going to switch gears here too in a second. If y'all just tuning in to Inside the Trenches, baby, we're talking the greats of the greats. Chris pretty much had Drew where he's at 6. I mean, I would probably push and argue a 5.
Yeah, he's definitely
Yeah, he's
have an
up there,
argument of
'cause
being top 5.
I don't put him in front of Patrick Mahomes. I don't put him in front of Joe Montana. I don't put
That's
him in
real.
front of Peyton, and I don't put him in
I'm
front
not
of
mad at
Tom.
that. I'm not mad at that.
You know, and I'm not, Peyton, he had 5 MVPs.
Yeah.
And look, I'm
2
not
Hall
taking,
of Fame, 3 Hall of Famers on offense, possibly 4.
Well, this is what I will say, and I do think that Drew has some pretty good offensive line. Drew was more of an archer, like he can hit the 2 on this 5 right there.
Right.
Oh,
He
for
had
sure.
some mishaps. He had some disadvantages that he turned into advantages over time just because of work ethic. Right? We talked about the injury. Tom was, to me, he's the best out of them all, because it shows in his winning attitude, but I think across the board teammate, the way he, Drew has these qualities too, but I just think Tom was more of a winner. I think when it came down
For
to
sure.
it, rightfully so. And like I said, Peyton, but I think Drew could argue for like that 3rd or 4th spot. But you got Marino, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
You can't just leave Joe Montana out of this conversation, and then Patrick Mahomes. This is crazy what we're seeing out of this dude, and he's still going. So,
Yeah.
Can I remind y'all that Peyton Manning had Marvin
Marvin
Harrison,
Harrison,
Hall of
Reggie
Fame.
Wayne.
He had Reggie
Edger-
Wayne, who's a
Ed- Edgerrin James, which is a Hall
Joseph
of Fame.
Adai.
Yeah, Joe died.
Dwight Clark might actually make it, and we know one day Reggie Wayne will be in the Hall of Fame, and that was just
Yeah.
that was his core.
Now, in defense, and I'm assuming
Jeff Saturday.
I'm assuming
yeah.
CL is saying this because he's saying Drew Brees didn't have these things. I'm saying that Tom Brady and Peyton Manning went to different teams and was able to win it.
That's
you know
true.
what I'm saying? So it's different qualities, in leadership. I do feel like Drew probably should have had 2 more.
For sure.
I think 3 for sure.
Right.
I'm letting y'all know that Bounty Gate, like that play don't happen. The New Orleans Saints wins the Super Bowl again, hands down.
Oh yeah.
Like that. That's the when I did do NFL Network and we were doing all of those broadcasts. This was the broadcast boot camp, and I remember doing that game. I mean, it was just an easy Super Bowl.
Right.
I mean, the Rams didn't really have to. The Patriots didn't really have to. It was just, I don't know, man. I just felt like had that not happened, that was on. And then it's also
the no call, yeah.
2011.
Yeah. Well, which 2011 is actually the best Saints team we probably ever had.
Oh man, that was a
And
beautiful team.
It's actually sickening to me because I was actually in Candlestick. That was the year I created the
He was
Who
at
Dat
that game.
Travel
Vernon
Nation.
Davis caught that ball.
And yeah, on the one. Not in the end zone. But I was actually at that game. I was physically ill and we lost it. It was a great game back and forth.
It was an amazing
But that
game.
11 team was better than the 09 Super Bowl team.
I could 100, especially
Which is-
offensively. Oh my
which
goodness.
is crazy.
Bro. Drew
Which is
Brees threw
crazy.
46 touchdowns for
crazy.
5,000 yards. He was amazing that year. That seems
That game hurts me more than the NOLA no call. Maybe because I was
for sure.
at Candlestick when it happened.
I think we would have
But
thrashed the Giants the next week
that
for
game
sure.
hurt me.
See what I'm
more
saying?
I still don't.
We thrashed
I
them in the
still
regular
haven't
season
gotten
that
over
year.
That,
I still haven't gotten over that game.
And then the Super Bowl against the Patriots. That
Yeah, so I say, yeah, y'all, and just thinking about back at this man's career. I mean, nobody could say we have something special to lean on here in New Orleans because we could say arguably the Saints offense was the most prolific offense all time.
Oh,
Now,
for
I
sure.
will say,
For sure.
real quick, I know we got to wrap here. I will say one time that offense had to go tit for tat with another offense when Sean McVay and Jared Goff came down here.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, that was an offensive shootout.
I was at that game.
That game was crazy.
You talk about the regular season game.
That's when Ty Gurley was like Ty Gurley.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
that was a
that
great
dude.
game.
That Giants game, too, when Odell scored 3 touchdowns.
Halloween,
I was
2015.
I was at that game too.
Halloween 2015, man.
I was at that game as well.
Yeah.
That's funny you brought that one up.
Hey, that was a 49-52. 49-52.
Kyle Forbath made the game-winning field goal.
Yes, he did. Very good, brother. Yes,
Yep,
he did.
I was at that game. Yep.
Well, y'all, we're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break. Once again, shouts out to Gordan McKernan, injury attorneys, for sponsoring this segment. Remember, y'all visit y'all go call if you get any accidents. Call 504-800-8888. Get Gordan, get it done. And let them know that you heard about them right here on Inside the Trenches, baby. Y'all don't go nowhere. I told y'all later on in the show we're going to have the Hash It Out show come on here and talk a little high school
Hello,
football.
somebody.
Y'all stick around, baby. We got more here on Inside the Trenches on ESPN Baton Rouge. Watch out there now.
Inside the Trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Here is where your story continues. Stretch the limits of your imagination. Create the world as you see it. One letter, one word, one pixel at a time. Move to the rhythm of your own story. Make something more. For him and her and them, for the world. Do what you love. Tell stories like never before in state-of-the-art recording, news, and editing studios. Created just for you. Learn skills that will never expire. Document moments, seconds, frames per second. Turn them into masterpieces. Creativity is more than a lifestyle. Make it a career. Tune into the sounds around you. Those notes, you were always meant to sing them. Creative boundaries, you were always meant to break them. Become the creative professional you are destined to be at the Anchor Institution for the Creative Economy. This is a stage, a world stage. New Orleans, culture rich. Loyola, hands-on access. Make the next move. Perform and work immediately. We do things differently. Use your creativity to impact society. Expand your mind. Be with and for others. Continue your story in the College of Music and Media at Loyola University, New Orleans.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to Inside the Trenches. It's your host, Marlon, Big Fave Favor, right? Y'all smell what I smell? And we don't have grubbing in the trenches today. Kind of smell like football season is here, baby. That's right. We got preseason games this year. We got all kind of things going on this week. We got training camp in full swing. I smell football grass. That's right. It is time for the football season. That's right. And we're talking New Orleans Saints right now. Y'all feel free to chime in. Feel free to hit us up on our social medias. I'm at Big Fave 504. He's Lil Chris 3K. And we got CL_NOLA. And definitely chime in to our page right here on Live 100, ESPN Baton Rouge's 104.5 FM live chat. Your thoughts on the black and gold. I don't really want to focus on records right now. I want to focus on matchups, teams. This week we practice against Jacksonville, and we also play against them in the preseason game. I'll start here, fellas. The Saints offense. Been able to shout out to Boot Crew Media, NOLA Football, being able to put up those shots from practice. Ross Jackson has been filling us in some information. Offensively, Shucks and Rhythm. Chris Olave I saw one of the plays he ran like a curl route, sweet route, looked pretty good. Somebody got their socks knocked off him when he got routed up by Tyson. The receiving core looks on point. It does. I mean, you got your tight ends, Noah Fant, you got Jawan Johnson.
Penn State.
CL, when you think about the Saints offense, what are you the most excited about more than anything else?
Probably
or who?
Okay. Probably the first time in my life as a not just an analyst, not just a fan, not just a member of the organization. I'm excited about the backups. I'm excited about the guys that are not necessarily dependent on to be a starter. Like, of course, I would be cheating if I talked about Brown. We know Brown has tore up training camp, have scored every preseason, every Monday brain, has scored every training camp practice. But I'm talking about guys like Lance. I'm talking about guys like Oscar Delp. I'm talking about guys like Lorenzo Styles Jr. I'm talking about the backups, the guys. I'm talking about Alvin Kamara. I'm talking about Steiner. I'm talking about the right guard from Auburn. I'm talking about the defensive tackle of unrestricted free agent.
Oh, offense. Oh.
No, defensive tackle from the unrestricted free agent defensive tackle from Ole Miss. He's 6'8".
Offensive tackle.
Defensive tackle.
No, we're saying offense, like guys on offense you're excited about. I'm getting the defense.
Oh, yeah. But I'm just saying
In general,
all of these guys are backups. All of these guys are dependent on being backups because, and I've closed, I say this all the time, it's 100% injury rate here in the National Football League. And, last year spoke volumes of we played with a lot of backups. We played with a lot of guys off the street. So I'm excited to see Noah Fant, a guy that might not necessarily be a starter on paper, but will contribute tremendously to this offseason. I'm also excited to see if Mr. Miller, which is probably one of my favorite backups that just having the problem to stay healthy. But I think Kendre Miller would be a stud for us if he could stay healthy throughout this season. So for the first time ever in the history of the New Orleans Saints, I'm excited to see the backups in preseason.
And I even saw a couple of clips from Bryce Lance. I thought he looks good. That's a draft pick we bring in. I want to ask you the same question, Chris. CL kind of talked about the running backs a little bit. He talked about Alvin Kamara. He talked about Miller. Two guys who are going to have to be major horses in the offense, as Travis Etienne will be your main running back. When you start to look at the offense in regards to maybe it's a guy up front you're excited about on the O-line, maybe it's somebody in the tight end room, maybe it's the system. Like, man, I'm excited about Tyler Shuck coming in his second year. Your thoughts on the Saints' offense?
I'm excited. I'm excited about Travis Etienne. And I say that because you know who's our last 1,000-yard running back? Mark Ingram.
I do.
Mark Ingram was our last 1,000-yard running back.
Right.
And we're going to hopefully, Travis Etienne can be our 1,000-yard running back this year, like he was for the Jacksonville Jaguars last year. Let's see if he can get 1,000 yards. And let's see if he can get at least maybe like 7, 8, 9, 10 rushing touchdowns. So I'm excited about him, and I'm excited about this revamped offensive line. David Edwards, the tackles we have, Huaga and Kelvin Banks.
Yeah.
I'm excited about the offensive line as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think, too, y'all, what I'm excited about, for me, it is year 2 of Tyler Shuck. We know, and Luda just talking about Drew Brees and how important he was to the offense, and we knew that as long as number 9 was on the field, we was going to be fine. I don't know if year 2 would be that year I feel that confident, or at least close to that confident in Tyler Shuck, but he has shown a lot. What I've liked about him last year, when all fails, he was able to do it with his feet, and we didn't see that a lot. So I'm excited because it opens up everything. You see Barry and Brown, like CL was just talking about, my LSU receiver. We got him in the 6th round.
Yes, we did.
He's out there they're talking about him right now as potentially being the next LSU wide receiver that they talk about. We're about to see Brian Thomas Jr. for at least 2 series this upcoming weekend when the Saints play Jacksonville. We're about to see Malik Neighbors and Odell Beckham in that Giants uniforms matching it up. So, we may have gotten a 6th-round guy. And like I told CL, we talked about this a couple of times last year for the season. We talked about him coming over from Kentucky, and I told y'all, do yourself a favor, check out that boy Kentucky highlights. So I knew it was getting obviously, and then we didn't use him the right way at LSU too. So I'm definitely excited about that on offense.
But in the reality of it, gentlemen, it was a blessing. It was a blessing that LSU didn't use Brown the way he did, because there'd have been no way in hell he would have dropped to the 6th round, and he would have made it to us. So I believe we actually won on that, and that was a blessing. And just to say another gentleman that I'm excited about seeing, Devon Vele. Last year, I think a lot of people forgot that Devon Vele came in halfway in the season in a trade with the Broncos. I also believe that everybody has forgotten that Devon Vele had 5 touchdowns in the red zone and didn't even finish the season healthy. Now he comes back 100% healthy, still having that chemistry with Tyler Shuck. I'm excited about Devon Vele moving.
Well, I'm glad you brought him up, CL, because what he represents is the epitome of the direction we were looking for in regards to size of receivers.
Right.
Without a Michael Thomas, without a Brandon Coleman, those bigger receivers.
Yeah.
So we think about how different the receiving core looked this year. Your
Basketball
two-man
team.
receivers, right. Your two-man receivers last year was under 6 foot tall, where Chris Olave just touches 6 foot.
Yeah, he just took.
But he's like super skinny. He's like 185.
Right.
So I look at it from the perspective of now Chris Olave, for all intents and purposes, he's number one.
Yeah.
All right, he's the number one. But you also have Vile as a big target. You have Jawan Johnson, Noah Fant, the tight ends at big targets. You got bigger targets. Guys, I want to switch gears, though. I know we talked about the Saints offense. I don't know if it's going to get back to us scoring 45-plus points a game. But, I mean, if the defense can handle their business, we can have a nice little 28-point, 35-point win. So when I look at the Saints' defense, the first thing I think of is Coach Staley.
Oh, sure.
Because this is year 2 for him in the Saints' offense.
Year 2.
He still have Terry Joseph with his safeties. You still have Coach Bo Davis as well with your D linemen, interior guys. The system that they're running, Bo ran the system well successfully at Alabama and a bit at Texas. We've, inside the trenches, y'all, name of the show, we've gotten hit. You got Ron Dew's going down on offense, and then you got Brian Brzee going down.
Yeah.
So now it's like, I'm glad we drafted the way we did, bringing in a guy like Christian Miller. You still got Devon Gotcha on the team. You talk about Vernon Broughton,
who's been a hellfire starter against the run this training camp.
You got him starting at the D end. You got Gotcha at the nose. You got Nate Shepard at the D tackle. You got Carl Granderson on the edge. You got Cam Jordan on the edge. You also got Chase Young at the rover, at the other rover. So, which is basically right outside linebacker. And you got what might be the vanilla ice baby. Doom, 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 doom. We got Caden Ellis, and we got Pete Warner in the middle. 2 athletic, 2 knowledgeable linebackers. So I'm excited to see what Staley's defense is going to look like this year, because just like we talked about, Drew had to suffer with all that bad defense. In year 2, Shuck might have some good defense, yeah.
I'm super excited for the defense. I jumped the gun on Fave earlier today. So I'm super excited about the defense. First of all, the first year of Brandon Staley, we were 10th overall in defense. Now we're going into the second year where we're actually not learning defense, we're adding on. I also want to remind you guys that the safety position, we were supposed to start last year with Tyrann Matthews, who actually retired on us. Then we bring in a Blackman. Blackman gets hurt week 1 with the shoulder. Then we have to start Shanker at safety. So we had a rotating door at safety to start off the season, but we still ended up being number 10 overall. We also realized that Kool-Aid is probably one of the best corners that we've had since, obviously, Lattimore. And for people that don't understand, Kool-Aid has only been in the league for 2 years. Yeah. He's started 26 games, and he has not given up a touchdown as of yet. So a lot of people don't even realize that moving forward. And once again, they speak about him and his leadership at training camp, and not just leadership in the defensive backfield, but leadership on the team. You know, we have other guys where we move Shanker into the star position. We all know how well of a tackler he is. We all know how he's a back-end guy with the 3 interceptions that he had last year at the sparing play. But I'm so excited about that rotation up front that we have. A lot of people are not speaking about Mr. Wilson that's coming over from the Raiders, just a pure athlete coming off the edge, and he's not even a starter. You know, we're talking about Broaden from Texas, Coach Bo's former player. He's in the rotation. You also have Anthony coming over from the Patriots. He's been held in the run game. So we have so much more youth. And what people don't understand about Ellis, what people don't understand about Ellis, he is actually a pass rush excellence on defense because we can move him around. We can move him to edge. He can blitz off the edge. He can blitz through the middle. He can cover. So a lot of people are just not aware of what we truly have. And the one thing I will say about Blackman, who has returned to Brandon Staley's defense, he is a Staley guy, and he knows that defense like the back of his hand enough to help out other guys.
Yeah, we got so much to talk about the Saints defense. Chris, you don't have that much time. Talk to us about the Saints defense. I know we talked about the key pieces with Staley coming in. This is your standard 3-3-5 defense. Give us detail of what you look forward to because, I will say this. We did deal with a lot of injuries, and we lost Tyrann Mathieu to retirement, Blackman in the beginning. Those young Blackmen in the beginning, we had to bring those young men in. When you think about the Saints' defense, talk to us about who you look forward to up front or across the entire defense.
I'm really interested to see how the linebacker core is going to be.
Yeah.
Caden Ellis, Deion Jones, the new addition Deion Jones now, Danny Stutzman, Pete Warner. I'm excited about this linebacker group and to see, how, and the front seven as well, how I think they're going to stop the run really, really good this year. Now, it sucks that we don't have DeMario Davis to help us out with that no more, but it's okay. We have Caden Ellis, the younger Caden Ellis, and sure, maybe not. May not be the run stuffer DeMario Davis is, but I think he could hold his ground. So, yeah, I'm excited to see the linebackers for sure.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. I know the Saints had worked out Teron Arnold. So if him and Kool-Aid McKinstry could be side
Alabama
to side
duo.
again.
They were teammates at Alabama.
That'll be crazy. We saw that, once again that we saw that at Alabama, and you can hear in CL's voice he's excited about that potential duo. But to your point, if we get that Deion Jones back in that rotation, it won't be missing too much of a DeMario Davis. Not undermining DeMario at all. I thought that he was great, but yeah. Hey, y'all, did I ever tell y'all about Fripp TV? Well, Fripp TV, we will be streaming all kind of high school games and doing all kind of different coverages and being able to all of the fun stuff, all the sports you love, maybe catch a little international sports, you name it. Well, Fripp TV will be joining forces with us this fall. Look forward to all of the fun games and just all of the technology in its app, Fripp TV for sure. And also, baby, we want to send another shout out to Dr. Kendra, baby. That's right. Health Nut System. Shouts out to you. Remember, y'all visit stillbody.org to get that elixir fixer, get your body all fixed up. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. Y'all don't go nowhere, baby, because I told y'all we're going to talk high school football. We might be talking high school football every week, baby, because it's here. I told you, it is here. Scrimmages next week. Jamboree's following, and before you know it, it's the September 2. Do you remember? Yes, indeed. So y'all stick around because we'll be joined by Mr. Hash It Out Show himself. Jared Boyd's going to sit here and talk to us about locally a couple of high school teams to look forward to, but also I want to know what the crew over there at Hash It Out got to say about some of the teams around the state. It's Inside the Trenches. Y'all don't go anywhere. We'll be back.
Inside the trenches.
Yo, what's good, man?
I'm up here. Where you at?
Say, bro, look, do what you gotta do, man. Get all the rooms together, get everything straight. Let's get this thing going. I'm on my way up now. I'm getting in the elevator. Go! Yeah, what's up, man?
Where you been? That's the question.
Look, bro, how you ain't let them in the room already? Come on, man, let's go. Say, bro, come on. Rain man, set them up.
Let me know if y'all need it.
Yo, get my mouse, please.
How's it looking? Man, it's fire, bro. Man, you want to take a listen?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm at the spot. I'm at the spot. I'm at the spot. I'm at the top. I'm at the spot.
All right, man.
Man, you good?
Get your dough on, blow, get your flow on.
I need the mouse. Dude, I can't keep using the magic mouse.
Pull up, get it poppin'.
The
Pull up,
mouse.
get it
Come on, bro.
You already know
Pull
Steven
up, get
had
it poppin'.
Man.
Pull up, get it poppin'. I'ma pull up, get it poppin'. Pull up, get it poppin'. If you ain't got my money, it's a pull up, pull up, pull up. Woo! Pull up, get it poppin'. 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 I'ma pull up, get it poppin'. Pull up, get it poppin'. If you ain't got my money, it's a.
Now you can say I got options, yeah. I could sell beats, still gon' profit, yeah. I could sell wet to a faucet, yeah. Still need to safe off from bottom, yeah. Way that we do it not fair, yeah. Tell all the refs just to call it, yeah. Wearing some glasses worth chains, ain't a damn thing, change. Tryna maintain, puff on the damn string. For the head pain, y'all be reverting to cane or lean or something that I don't need in my veins. I'ma go sober, but first I'll hang. Getting uplifted through Mary Jane as I fade away, yeah.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Well, hello, somebody. We back, baby. That's right. It's Inside the Trenches, hour 2. We're here enjoying ourselves in the Loyola studios. It's been a happy Monday. I hope y'all had a great Monday. Remember, we're here at 6:30 p.m. We start the stream right here at Loyola every Monday. So put it on your calendar. Football season is here. I'm trying my hardest, like we got our guests on the show right now, to bring some folks on to get you excited about the high school games, the college games, the NFL games. I know y'all excited about the Saints. Speaking of being excited about the Saints, remember, I mentioned this at the beginning of the show. If y'all just tuning in, September 13th and September 20th, we will be at the Blue Crawfish. The Saints will be away, but we're going to be right here in the Treme. That's right. And that rhyme, by the way.
Oh, wow.
3. Yeah, there we go. Right here at the Treme on Dumaine Street. You can't miss it. It's near the corner of Dumaine in North Claiborne. Beautiful place. Hotel rooms if y'all want to crash there. Great drinks, great atmosphere, and we bringing that football energy, that pregame energy. Y'all gonna feel like y'all on the floor of the dome, baby. That's right. They got that good turf over there at the Blue Crawfish. So we're excited about that. So y'all be on the lookout. We have more information for VIP sections, and if y'all want to be able to, we'll do a couple things over there. I think we're supposed to do a little bit of fantasy football over there. A little bit of Frap TV high school football games and high updates and all that coming forward. So I look forward to that as well. We'll be at the Blue Crawfish this fall for the Saints away games. I did mention high school football, and over the last few years, this show called Hash It Out Show with these guys that know so much about the high school football guys here in the area. So much we have to get them on our show all the time. My good friend, just like Eagle, just like me, baby. We have Mr. Hash It Out. Well, at least 1/3 of the Hash It Out show on with us. My main man, Jared Boy.
Come on.
What's going on, fellas? Good to be back.
Welcome back, bro.
Definitely.
Yes, indeed. So big ups to them. Look, y'all check out the Hash It Out show on Facebook, on Instagram. They Tuesday at 6:30. They do their live show. I saw y'all had Christian Clare on. The other day. I thought that was pretty cool.
Thank you.
So I want to start here with you, JB. When I think about the Hash It Out show, I think about exclusive interviews. I got introduced to Coach Daggs through y'all show. I thought that was cool. Wes Jeff has a new head coach. If I haven't checked the Hash It Out show before, what could our viewers expect from y'all? You know, what's a typical episode of Hash It Out?
Typical episode is us breaking down certain games, certain districts. Also getting an interview with coaches and players. You know, trying to see what they think about things, especially with an upcoming opponent coming up. And also a little bit about their life, like what got into coaching. So that's what you could see. And then also you can see us picking games who we think will win certain games. So you get all that on the Hash It Out show.
Definitely.
Well, you know, I'm a big fan of the Hash It Out show. You gentlemen are always in the building. And I'm so proud to see you guys just expanding and doing more, adding more people to your team, which means y'all doing a great job. Quick question, easy question. I think we're all excited. I think we all smell that grass growing, getting cut. I think we all ready for some football. But you tell me, what are you excited about this year? That'll be a great question. What are you excited about this year?
I am excited about football, period. But I'm excited about what is the unknown in the Catholic League.
Okay.
That is what I'm excited about because everybody, they're used to Edna Carr. And this is the year that Edna Carr are starting so many new players.
Right.
They don't have a lot of players returning.
Right.
So that is what excited me. Will Edna Carr be able to run the tables again with these new players that they had to put in due to so many seniors graduating?
Right.
That is what I'm excited about. That's what I want to see. Can they do it? Do I believe they can do it? Yes, I believe they can. But we'll see because the Catholic League is so tough, and then it just took a turn because Rummel said, we about to enter this conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Rummel's in the conversation. Yeah. Rummel's in the conversation, and I want to dive into that about what you mean from that. But you have a couple of Chiefs in town. I mean, we had the John Curtis DBs in here.
Yes, definitely.
They're excited. These guys got Division I offers.
Yeah.
That group looks good. That's a challenge. And then there's Eastern Royal over there at Brother Martin and what they're able to accomplish and do over there. And, you know, you got Coach Ryan McNally who could dial it up at any given moment over there at Jesuit. So to your point, who is it? I mean, last year is no doubt. I mean, graduated 18 seniors. You got John Johnson out there at West Virginia. We got guys all over. We got Richard Anderson taking snaps out there at LSU right now.
Yeah.
I just named some schools. Who is the biggest challenger to the big dog at Nicole?
I know that answer.
Man, I'm going to tell you this.
I didn't name a team either.
I know that.
What if I tell you I think it's two?
Okay.
I think it's two.
Okay.
And I believe it's St. Augustine
Okay.
and John Curtis.
That's what I was
Those are the two. John Curtis brings back so many starters
Right.
on both sides of the ball. You mentioned the DBs that they have in Prentice McKernan. Prentice Mackion, Connor Craig, Jaden Turner, Jaden Keelan, and
Jules Tapp.
So you got those. That's the strength of John Curtis' defense. London Padgett returns as the quarterback. Here's a secret. He threw for 1,200 yards last year. 1,200. And Curtis, they're not known for throwing the football, right?
Right.
He threw for that 1,200 yards. He gets wide receiver Jarvis Stevenson back. He got offers from LSU, Alabama, Michigan, Auburn, Florida. They didn't have him at all last year. He's back. Now, St. Augustine, pretty much the whole team returned, pretty much. All the offensive weapons are back. Raekwon Williams is coming back. You got Miguel Miguel, I think of his last name, but Miguel. You have Derek Bentley.
Yeah.
All these guys are back. Patrick Robinson Jr. is back. St. Aug, you have a new quarterback, and that is Jael Noble. 6'3".
Tall guy.
Tall, yes. Can throw the ball, and he can run. So, we had Vashawn Coulon last year, but he's more of a pocket passer. Right. Now you got a dual threat
He's
quarterback.
He's at Southern now, huh?
Yeah. He's at Southern,
He's at Southern.
So now you got a dual threat quarterback for St. Augustine. So I think those are the two teams that can challenge Edna Carr.
Well, it's not a secret that I prepped at Edna Carr, but I graduated from O'Para Walker. And St. Aug's head coach is not only their head coach, but he was a teammate of mine at O'Para Walker and Robert Valdez. You'll soon see him on Inside the Trenches when he gets a minute. I do believe this is St. Aug's year.
Okay.
I talked to Valdez shortly after the championship game, and I mean on the field. And he was chomping at the bit about next year before he even walked off the field. And unfortunately, Carr has possibly taken a step back because of all the graduating seniors. We do know about John Curtis because obviously those DBs come in there, and I'm a huge fan of Prentice. Huge fan of Prentice. He the biggest, not the biggest safety, but one of the biggest keys to their defense is their two safeties, and Prentice is one of them.
Yes.
He has so many offers from colleges, but give us that sleeper, the one that nobody knows, that nobody's talking about right now, that could be runner-up to the situation we're talking about.
You saying like team-wise?
Yes, sir.
That's the Rummel Raiders.
Okay.
The Rummel Raiders. And reason why, they got a quarterback.
Okay.
And that is Colton Nussmeier.
That's right.
Colton Nussmeier, the younger brother of Garrett Nussmeier, that was at LSU. Doug Nussmeier, the OC for the Saints. This guy is committed to Georgia. He's about 6'5", and he can throw the ball. So they have a quarterback now. And then Rummel got two running backs who both rushed for over 1,000 yards, Jaden Torrance and Corian Hawkins. So he has them, got a couple wide receivers. So Rummel's known for running the ball, but I think they about to open this up. Graham Jarrett is back at Rummel.
Come on.
Yes, he's back at Rummel. So I
in
think
what position?
I want to say he's the OC again.
Come on, that's what's hell.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Coach Jarrett.
Yeah, so he's back at Rummel. I think Rummel's gonna open this playbook up. I think they're gonna air it out some more with this quarterback that they have. So I'm telling you, Rummel has entered the conversation now. Watch out for the Rummel Raiders.
I'm gonna go down a division. I'm gonna talk De La Salle for a second. They have Coach Chad Mahaffey, which was the head coach for U High football team with Jordan Clark's son and all them on there. So they won a state championship 2017 and 2018. When you look at a school like De La Salle, I mean, when I coached on that staff with Coach Manali, we was going to some state championships. The teams my son played on went to a state championship, lost it twice, and went deep into the playoffs. We have a winning coach at De La Salle now. Your thoughts on De La Salle this year?
I think De La Salle is going to be heavily improved under Chad Mahaffey. I mean, you have a championship winning coach. He's won multiple titles. So he knows what it's going to take to get this program turned in the right direction. So I'm excited for De La Salle. They got a bunch of players returning offensively. I think they're going to be fine in their district. They got a great chance to repeat as district champions, even though they tied last year, but they have a great chance to repeat. And I think they can make a deep run with what they have. So I'm excited for Chad Mahaffey, and let's see what they do.
You know, there's a young man that I'm excited about that goes to Holy Cross. His name's Savoy Guidry. He's a DB, and, obviously I was a DB in school, so obviously I keep my eyes on the DBs. So I'm interested to see Mr. Guidry in his senior year and what he does, especially with all the offers he has. I think one of the bigger ones is Stanford. He might have committed. I don't know. I don't want to let the cat out the bag. But tell me about two schools that I'm familiar with, but the possibility of them. First, I want you to talk to me about Country Day, and I want you to speak about Bonneville.
Okay.
All right.
Well, Country Day, Coach Powell's over there in the second year, and he has a very, very great offense.
Yes.
He does, and he's airing the ball out to Kellen Brewer and even Deuce McAllister's son.
McAllister.
Yes.
Oh,
so
yeah. Curtis
McAllister, correct. So he's airing the ball out to them. So it's a great offense. They're going to score a lot of points. The defense has to make stops for them to win. That's just it. If they can do that, we talk about Country Day probably making a deep playoff run.
Okay.
Like Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. Yeah, seriously.
I ain't mention them for nothing.
Yeah. Now, Bonneville, you have to credit Coach Andre Anthony and his staff for what they did last season. That was phenomenal to be district champions, to get a first-round playoff win for the first time in many, many years.
23.
Yes. And I talked to Coach Anthony on Friday, and he says, this now just keep building on success. There's a new standard here at Bonneville. He says it's not about district championships. It's not about first-round playoffs. It's about making a deep run and getting to the dome now at Bonneville. And when I talked to the players, they were preaching the same thing. No more first-round playoffs. It's dome time. It's time to get to the dome. So he has them believing what he's coaching and what he's preaching to them. And that's a good thing for Bonneville. He has some good talent over there. He has Kenyon Harper at running back. So he has talent all around. He has an 8th grader starting at free safety.
Come on.
Wow.
Yeah, 8th grader
must
starting.
be good.
Yeah, so he told me you would not know that he's an 8th grader. That's how good he is. So Andre Anthony has built this culture from the ground up and has done a great job. So the Bonneville Bruins are excited going into this season. They're saying they're going to win district again and make a deep playoff run in Division I Select.
Okay, I want to go to the West Bank, Jefferson Parish. Okay. I'm a West Jeff grad.
You are.
They have a new coach in Coach Daggs. You go across the way to John Eric. There's a new coach in Coach Foster. And then you're going over there to Higgins, offensive coordinator, our homie Sean Boris. And then, of course, you have Coach Powell over there. I want to talk about those 3 teams.
Okay.
Those 3 teams don't get a lot of shine because there's been some dry years.
Yes.
Jeff really hadn't been winning any games. John Eric beating them.
Right.
And Higgins has been hanging on for dear life. I guess most improved out of those 3, who has the biggest chance to be the best out of those 3, and who really needs some little help there?
Okay. So the best out of those 3, John Eric.
Okay.
John Eric will be the best out of those 3. Silas Root is back at quarterback. And Coach Foster, if you have never seen him coach, go and visit one day.
They didn't go out of the camp out in
They had a camp. Yes.
They
They had a camp. Sure did. Coach Foster is tough, doesn't take any nonsense, discipline. So he doesn't play around. And those kids at Riverdale reacted well to him, and the John Eric kids have also as well. Now, most improved, it's going to be West Jeff.
Okay, all right,
West Jeff. Coach Daggs has won at McDonald 35.
Yeah.
Not a state championship, but we talk about district championships. Right. He's won many of them. Okay, so he has the pedigree of knowing how to win. And now he has to instill this at West Jeff. And he said he's going to do it, and he's going to bring back the tradition like when you played there.
Yeah.
Of winning. He said it has to happen. He said he's going to make sure that happens. I'll be talking with him soon because I have to go visit. But when we talked on the phone a couple weeks ago, he said things are going well. They're responding well, moving well. So things are in the right direction for West Jeff. Now, for Higgins, I'm not going to say, that little extra, but when I saw Higgins scrimmage Livingston,
all right,
okay, I was heavily impressed. This is Coach Powell's second year. Defensively, they flew to the ball. They made stops. I hadn't seen that from his Higgins team in a long time.
What's up?
So defense going to be the key right now for Higgins. If they can play like that and get stops, then they got a chance to be maybe a 4-win team, a 5-win team. And that would be a big improvement from the years that we've seen in the past couple of years with Higgins.
And I know at Higgins it's a challenge, but
yes.
Man, Coach Powell won a state championship.
Yes.
So I mean, he knows how to incorporate winning, but it's just tough. I mean, you got to get the players there. Right. You don't have the Skylar Greens just sitting around anymore like that. So,
right.
Yeah.
And Skylar never was sitting around nowhere anyway.
That's true.
I think we all know, because you guys see me and you guys know me. I'm in those streets, and I know what the streets is talking about. And a lot of people come up to me and they talk to me and they have questions. They won't take pictures, whatever. So I've heard about this young man really from St. Tammany Parish.
Okay.
St. Slaminy for some people that know. Running back for Slidell. What is his name?
Oh, he's one of the top. I think you're talking about.
Slidell.
Is it Jaquan Jones?
Yeah.
Jaquan Jones.
Yeah, class of 27.
Yes. Jaquan Jones, his name is steadily climbing up the ranks.
Yeah.
You know, so he's popping out there. But we talk about a guy with very good vision, very good speed. You're not getting him on the first tackle.
Right.
You're not bringing him down. So, and also he can catch out the backfield. So he's a very, very good running back. And he's going to help Slidell contend for the district championship.
Okay.
Coach Page's second year or third year at Slidell, and he's steadily changing that program around. But Jaquan Jones, man, like recruiting-wise, it has picked up. It has picked up. He's a very, very good running back. But, you know, he's going to be tested early. You know, he got the jamboree against Edna Carr. He got a scrimmage against Westgate. So he's going to be tested early, but he's up for the task.
And that's what I know because Coach Moncrief has always told me about this young man, and I put some eyes on him, so I was familiar with that. But do me a favor.
What you got?
Tell me about a gentleman that we don't know about. Who is the best kept secret? And I don't care if it's on the East Bank, West Bank, St. Slaminy. Well, tell me who is the best kept secret? Because we all know who Eastern Royal is.
Correct.
We all know who Prentice is.
That's right.
At John Eric. I mean, at
Curtis.
Curtis, yeah.
Who do we not know about is that guy right now?
Right now, that guy, I'm going to tell you. I'll tell you one of them. He's at Archbishop Shaw.
All right.
Okay. And he's the running back right now.
Oh,
that is
I know where this is going.
That is Allen Shaw the fifth.
Yeah.
Oh, his last name is Shaw.
Yeah, that's right. They call him Cinco.
Cinco.
Allen Shaw the fifth is going to turn heads this year as he's about to get more touches playing the running back position.
Okay.
And I saw him at the Destrehan game, scrimmage. And, man, he looked like a pure running back.
Waka.
Yeah, pure running back. So, and he's only going to be a sophomore.
What?
Yes. So, Allen Shaw the fifth. Keep your eyes open for him.
So you interviewed Allen Shaw the fourth before. That's
The third. The third.
The third.
Yeah, he's third. Yes.
That's
that across the river?
It's small.
Yeah, it's small.
Yeah,
okay,
that's his brother.
yeah.
It's like George, and George. You know what I'm saying? They kind of got the George.
Yeah.
It sounded familiar, but I was like, nah, that couldn't be the same.
So we
thing.
call
That
one
was
of
so many
them
years ago.
We call one of them Red.
Red,
I mean,
yep.
there's a brother in between that one. Obviously, I know about, and then fifth is Cinco.
Yeah.
You got Allen Shaw the third. I mean the fifth.
Yep.
So yeah, I know what play. He had a good scrimmage, but there's one play in particular on the sideline when he went. He lowered that.
He
shoulder.
laid that shoulder. Woo,
Yeah,
woo.
he's coming for that. He's coming for that running. He wants touches. He wants touches.
Well,
like
you
his
know, I
brother.
watch Hash It Out show, so I know I'm gonna see some Shaw highlights. So
Yeah, definitely.
I want to. You know, I told you I was scrolling and happened to pass by one of your interviews. We will be getting him to come on this show as well because we didn't got the grandpa, we didn't got the uncle, and we got to get Christian Clare. Y'all interviewed him.
Yes.
He's been killing the summer circuit.
Yes.
Right.
Talk to us about that young superstar.
Man, he's a humble guy, but on the court, man, he's dangerous. He is dangerous. I remember seeing him as an 8th grader and how he was able to get to the hoop so easily, and then he's open, he's knocking down shots. And I'm like, man, this guy's something else. And then he's just gotten better and better and better. And then this Pro 16 circuit he played in, he wins a championship, and he's the MVP. This is like one of the best players in the state. He's ranked as the number 1 player for the class of 2028 here in Louisiana.
Yeah.
And for the top 100 players in the nation, he's ranked at 90.
It's crazy.
So this is one of the best players in the nation. He's got offers from LSU, Georgia, to name a few of the big schools.
Master P gave him all. Was that you?
Yeah, sure did. Sure did. And I don't blame Master P, but I know Kentucky's looking at him.
Yeah.
I know Alabama's looking at him. So, you know,
I
Christian
saw him
Clare is
this
serious.
summer.
Yeah.
You're left-handed to the left-hand side of the goal.
He's left-handed.
So,
Yeah.
and his game is very unique. So I talked to his uncle about him. He's like, oh, yeah. And then everybody talk about little Caleb, the little brother.
The younger brother,
too,
yes.
Yeah. And then I talked to Bo Lester about him.
Yeah.
And everybody said, Bo Lester was like, oh, yeah, he that guy. He knows, like say, for instance, Red. He a dog, too, on the court.
Yeah.
But Red's aggressive. He going to sprint the ball down there. He going to drop. Like Christian kind of,
Yeah, yes.
He looking for a little spot. Oh, gotcha. And he's gonna make that. He's very. He almost plays like a Kobe Bryant in a sense. The way not as aggressive, but like the smoothness of it.
Very smooth.
Spots,
Yes,
smooth, bro.
You're very smooth.
Yeah, he. So okay, I want to go back to football here real quick. If y'all are just tuning in to Inside the Trenches, we're joined by Jared Barter, the Hash It Out Show. Be sure to check out their YouTube. Look, I know y'all love Louisiana sports, particularly here in New Orleans. You can check out these guys' archives on YouTube. Check them out. They're airing tomorrow at 6:30, giving you all the insight to get caught up with Louisiana football, especially here in this region. Want to step out of this region for a little bit, go around the state just a bit. Y'all do y'all's rankings. Like, okay, here are going to be the top Catholic schools across the state. Here in this division.
Yeah.
I guess take us to Baton Rouge, take us to small town Louisiana, Lafayette. Who are a few teams we probably need to watch out for outside our New Orleans market?
Definitely. Well, number one, definitely Calica Baton Rouge. That's definitely number one. They're so skilled, so talented every year, and so well coached. That's why they in the championship picture every year in Division I Select. You also have Zachary, and Zachary bringing back a bunch of players this year. They're dangerous. Also in Baton Rouge, two other teams to look out for sure. Madison Prep. Madison Prep. There's going to be a freshman starting quarterback for Madison Prep.
Wow.
But their O-line is massive. Massive. And then look out for Plaquemine. The Plaquemine Green Devils.
Okay.
Plaquemine out in Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge area.
Okay,
Yeah.
Right over the bridge.
Yes. Now, let's go to the Lafayette area. Karen Crow. Karen Crow is back in 4A Division II Select. And they got a bunch of players. They're going to be dangerous. So watch out for Karen Crow. Of course, you got the St. Thomas More.
Yeah.
Every year you got Turlins Catholic. But I'm going to tell you another team to look out for. That's 20 miles north of Lafayette. Opelousas Tigers.
Come on.
Opelousas Tigers. Watch out for them. They bring back players, and that defense is very, very stout, stingy. It's hard to move the ball on them. Also, a team that got to the semis last year in Division IV Select, Westminster Christian Academy of Opelousas. So watch out. Coach Byron Porter has done a fabulous job with those guys, and he's looking to get to the Dome this year. He said we came up short in the semis. He said, well, we learned from it. We're going to be better. He says it should be their turn.
Now, Acadiana has a defensive tackle that we train, BJ Nezzy, that's fat from Cupid Shuffle that produced his son. Big boy. It's about 6'3", maybe 285. But they got a receiver for Acadiana. I was watching them play against St. Aug last year. I can't think of his name. But Acadiana, honorable mention just, because of that. They got some skilled players on their team, too. Let's see.
I ain't never done. Tell me somebody else I don't know. 'Cause, I deal with so much National Football League, and I'm excited about how we interviewed Tyron. Armstead, the corner from Detroit.
Yeah.
I'm still.
Yeah. Wait, did you just get that in real time, or you got it before you came on the show?
No, I got it. Both. I got it in real time, and
before the show, it was kind of like you heard it a little bit.
Well, once again, I'm in those streets, so I hear things, and fortunately, sometimes social media confirms it.
Yes,
but I would love to get another guy. Maybe give me another guy on.
I'll give you two.
Yeah.
I'll give you two. You want one on defense?
Yeah.
You want one on defense? Okay.
Special guy.
I'm gonna tell you, he's right here in the city.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. And he's going to be getting in. He's a sophomore. He plays defensive tackle for John Curtis. And they call him Big E.
Okay.
Ethan Banks, 6'8", 330.
Now I'm sitting there telling you that's my little cousin.
Oh, I remember.
That's him and Marlon the same age. They're like 2 months apart.
Yeah, we talked about him last
So they moved him back to the old D-line?
Yes, back to the D-line.
Oh, snap. Your dad didn't tell me that.
Wow.
I thought, bro, he's a big boy, bro.
I seen him last year.
That's right. Yeah. He was helping us with the. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, 2 sports star right there. Plays basketball.
I saw some of the clips. You liked him on the court, bro?
Well,
I want him a damn.
He was injured last year, so I didn't really get to see him. But I know he plays basketball, and I know he plays football. And
he got some snaps in the state game. He got some. Yeah, he got some snaps.
So 6'8", 330. Woo. So watch out for him.
Yeah.
Like
I got one for you, another one. And then let's go down the road to Homer. at Covenant Christian Academy.
Okay.
Wide receiver, Amari Burks. 6'2", 170, runs a 4.5. Got colleges looking at him right now. So he can Burks, yes.
Okay.
Good route runner, and he can catch. So look out for Amari Burks. He's gonna be a junior this year. He cut up last year as a sophomore, and he's gonna do better than what he did last year. I promise you.
Man, I got two. I know we don't have that much time left. I didn't realize. I knew you got into karate and martial arts and that whole deal, but I didn't realize you have your own studio, bro. A lot of viewers like to get into that stuff, bro. How could they, become a?
You holding out on us.
Man, I thought Fave knew, man.
I knew
Well,
you was black. I knew you. Yeah, I knew that since for years, but I didn't know you had your own studio and you were teaching.
Oh yeah.
What?
So I'm located in Emma Railroad, 2211 Barataria Boulevard, Suite 104. So just come by Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Come in around 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. I'm there. Bring your child in, and we get to work. So that's how you can get there.
I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. A couple of my D linemen might have to go holler at them because them technique.
Yes.
No wonder why you always wear black belt.
So give us your degree. Where you at?
All right, so
mastery?
I am a senior master instructor. I'm 7th degree black belt, 4-time world champion.
God, you traveled a little bit.
Yeah, I traveled.
Talk to us about that.
Oh, well, in order to be a world champion, you got to travel and you got to win and get points, and then you compete for the world championship. So, yes, I had to travel to Texas, to Vegas, Florida, Tennessee, you name it. Here in Louisiana, had to travel, had to win. And then when you make the top 10 in the world, you compete for a world title. And then if you win that, you're world champion.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That's gangster.
Let me tell you one more thing. Chad Boyd.
Yeah.
4-time world champion as well.
Come on. He's what degree is Chad?
So Chad got the 4th degree.
Wow, he's the DB coach at Shaw. That's his little brother.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Apple
cool,
don't
bro.
fall from the tree.
There you go.
See, bro, he sports across, karate, man, Man,
Yeah.
he fully.
No wonder why the people don't mess with you after the game.
Now, when we were in high school, what level were you at then?
So in high school, I got to a 3rd degree black belt.
So all that stuff was accomplished in the early 2000s.
So during high school, I had 1 world title.
Okay.
The year after I graduated, I won my 2nd, and then I didn't win my 3rd and 4th till like 12 years later.
All right.
Yeah. So
wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Superfly Jones.
Yeah, you know it.
That's gangster.
Come on.
All right, before we let you go, before we give you your 3rd camera, give us 2 games this year you're really excited about.
Woo! I'm gonna tell you right now. The first one is week 1. That's Archbishop Shaw, Hornville.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be fire.
I'm excited about that one. So, got a lot of family. My daddy went to Hornville, won a state championship over there. A lot of family in that way. They're talking trash already. So
my godson played for
yeah, I know. Yeah. And number 2, Halloween night. St. Augustine, Edna Carr, Tad Gormley.
Ooh, it is
Halloween night.
That's gonna be crazy.
Halloween night.
Come out.
Halloween night, scary hours. Well, he is Jared Boyd of the Hash It Out show. Y'all, Jared, give Jared a round of applause, man.
Thank you.
7th degree black belt.
Come
gangster.
on, brother. You been holding out on that.
Yeah, I'm 300 plus pounds. He got a messed up leg. I'm still not gonna try.
I think he fake.
All right, man. So spill the beans, man. Talk to the folks about the Hash It Out show. How the episode's gonna be tomorrow. Who y'all got coming on?
Definitely.
That's your camera right there.
All
Talk
right.
to the fans, baby.
So tomorrow night at 6:30, Hash It Out show on YouTube on my page, JB the Sports Guy. We're gonna talk about the Catholic League. At 7 o'clock, we have Raekwon Williams from St. Augustine. 7:35, we have Rontre Carter from Archbishop Shaw. And at 8:10, we have Ronald Garde from East Jefferson High School joining us.
All right.
Yeah.
Ronald Garde Jr. that's Ronald, little boy. He caught the ball at the backflip on the
Ronald, that's from Douglas?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah.
Oh!
Yes.
Dog, I'm telling you, me and Skylar trained him when he was a little kid. His dad coached for Concord too.
I gotta get
Yes,
my high
indeed.
school up.
Oh man,
too much.
Hey Ronald, bro, hey, well you holding out on us, bro? We gotta get. I saw that catch.
Yeah.
Well, he's Jared Boyd Hash It Out show. Y'all put it on y'all calendar. 6:30 tomorrow. Y'all check it out. Y'all don't go nowhere. We're going to come back and wrap the show up, baby. Go around the league. Got some football games, some preseason games we got to talk about.
This
it's
week.
Inside the Trenches, baby. We'll be right back on ESPN Baton Rouge. Hello.
Inside the Trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Conquer Sports Professionals.
Hello, somebody. It's Marlon Big Fave Favorite, Super Bowl champion and national champion. Here's the truth. Almost anybody could play college football and get a scholarship or financial aid if they know who's looking for them. Now, you may not be a Division I or Division II football player, but that doesn't mean you can't play college football on the next level. There's hundreds and thousands of schools out there that's looking for football players like you to give you a great education. Right now, the average cost of school is $27,000 a year. That means that's $180,000 just to graduate. Imagine cutting that number down with a football scholarship or financial aid support. At Conquer Sports Pros, we find the right schools that fit you, your talent, your goals, and your future. And they will pay for your education through football. Don't waste time guessing. Let us connect you with coaches and programs that are already searching for players like you. If you're serious about playing football in college to pay for your education, click the link below or visit csportspros.com and schedule a call today. Hello, somebody.
Conquer Sports Professionals.
Inside the trenches.
Conquer Sports Professionals.
Hey, you, what's up? My name is Marlon Big Fave Favorite, Super Bowl champion and national champion. And here are the top 5 ways to stand out for college recruits. Number 1, explosive first 15 seconds on your highlight film. Listen, attention spans are short nowadays. You got to be able to catch their attention right away. So that big hit, make sure it's at the top of that tape. Number 2, consistent game stats. Each week, have your stats updated. If you had 4 tackles for loss and a sack, you need to make sure that's upgraded on your social media. Number 3, strong GPA plus test scores equals college scholarships. Gives you more opportunities. If you have the high grades and if they could get you some extra funds because of your test scores, that is huge. Number 4, positive attitudes coaches can trust. If you have a positive attitude and you look like you could be a nice locker room guy and build a team up, coaches love that. Number 5, hustle on and off the field. So just as well as you're out there making tackles or touchdown catches, you need to be active in your community. A lot of you guys want NIL brands. You need to be able to establish yourself out publicly. And that's definitely key, baby. So look, if you're serious about being recruited, go to csportspros.com if you want help getting a football scholarship. Hello.
Conquer Sports Professionals.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the Trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Beautiful people on this wonderful Monday evening. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. It's Inside the Trenches right here on ESPN Baton Rouge's YouTube Live. I do want to take this time to thank all of our sponsors once again. The Gordan McKernan Injury Attorneys. Shouts out to Dr. Kendra over at Health Nut System. New on the roster, baby, the Blue Crawfish over there in the Treme. Shouts out to them. Shouts out to Conquer Sports. Big ups to all the supporters for the deal. Shouts out to our production crew here and our support here at Loyola. You gotta love it. Well, y'all, as I mentioned, the football season is here. NFL games are officially away as the Hall of Fame game kicked off. It was a pretty good game. I thought it was a great play by Beck and my mind slips me. King for Carolina.
Yep.
With all his teammates gave him, they all stormed the field after that, and it kind of speaks of the period of the pureness of preseason. So let's get into this week's games. Right, Thursday, August 13th, the Lions play the Bengals. CL, I don't really know too much of what to expect in regards to who's going to play or who's not going to play.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think, you look at these two teams, of course, the Lions is coming off a disappointing season.
Right.
They had to make a lot of change in the offseason. They definitely took Ford Motors facilities and every little bit of dollar that they could get in Detroit to pay Jabari Gibbs.
You better.
He just renewed his contract. I mean, your thoughts on this matchup, what you're looking to see?
Well, like you said, we're not 100% sure who's going to play. But just speaking of the Detroit Lions, I don't know if they've kind of shot themselves in the foot by letting Knuckles go, Montgomery go to the Texans, and then having to pay so much money to Gibbs. Now it's all on Gibbs, with it being 100% injury rate in this league. They also let their starting corner go for some off-the-field situations. So they're losing their backup their backup running back as well as their starting corner. So I don't know what's the real expectation in Detroit. Even coming off a disappointing season last year, I couldn't imagine them having a better season than what they did last year. And if you want to speak about the Bengals, I mean, the Bengals just relies on Burrow. If Burrow is healthy, they could be anything from a wild card team to a division round playoff team.
Yeah.
They have gotten some help, even though Trey Henderson has went to Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
They did get some help on defense by trading for the young man that played for the Giants. Of course, his money, I can't think of his name.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the matchup. But once again, we don't know who's gonna play in this preseason game. We just happy to see football.
That's it. And there's so many games on Thursday. Like, y'all have y'all choices, especially y'all who got multiple view channels. Green Bay play the Steelers. That should be a good matchup. Like, again, I don't know how much of y'all gonna see the starters, the first 2 series, 3 series. I know a lot of these teams drafted some rookies. We want to check them out as well.
Sure.
You got the Colts versus the Patriots, that matchup. Chargers,
Who's the
Texans.
quarterback?
That's a good question because
Yeah, he
hurt,
was,
and
but
then you
he's
got
hurt
Richard-
now.
You got Anthony Richardson.
You know they paid Jones $45 million.
They paid him and he got hurt. He was balling. You got the Chargers versus the Texans. You got the Cardinals versus the Raiders, and then you got the Tennessee Titans versus the 49ers. Should be a very interesting game, Chris. I know that the 49ers, for years, I know CLC a lot, the Brock Purdy era, but, you know, he got some receivers over there. They got Debo Samuel back. Looked like he lost a little weight. Your thoughts in that matchup, that game, the Tennessee Titans, the 49ers, who are you most excited to see how you think that matchup will go?
I'm most excited to see Carnell Tate from Ohio State.
You gonna see him too?
Oh man, I think he's gonna show out for sure. I think first drive, get a couple of first down catches in him. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he can score. I'm definitely excited for Carnell Tate for sure.
Definitely. CL, Friday we got some games. We got the Dolphins versus the Commanders, the Bucks versus the Jets, and then we got the Broncos versus the Falcons. It's you I'm talking to, so I'm gonna pick that game. Falcons versus the Broncos. I mean, one team might have to move their high-paid running back that they just, John Robinson just broke the bank, didn't he? But then you have Sean Payton. You know, you got P2, you got PS2 out there. Talk to me.
Well, you know, I don't expect to see Hall of Famer PS2 out there in the first preseason game. But what I do expect to see is kind of CL strikes again about the Falcons. I told y'all about the quarterback position before it even happened. Tua hasn't played much in preseason in training camp. Penix is not back ready yet. They've brought other guys in. I've actually seen Matt Ryan throw footballs at training camp because of their quarterback situation. I also think Atlanta shot themselves in the foot by letting 25 go to the Cardinals.
Algier.
Yeah, Algier go to
Tyler
the Cardinals.
Algier, yeah.
So it puts it all on Bijan, you know. Now his pocket's heavy from that new contract he's secured. And then, unfortunately, last year, the Falcons actually did good in rushing the passer. But, unfortunately, the two guys that helped them do that last year, one is going to be in jail, and the other one tore his ACL.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that rhymes, but Atlanta Falcons, this is not your time. I'm sorry that rhymes.
So basically saying, even though it's a preseason game, the Broncos go win the game.
Oh, my goodness.
Either way it goes, over for them.
Oh, you saw that video at that Saints fan under Falcons?
My God, priceless. It's very, very rarely somebody think of an idea before me to taunt the Falcons. That was priceless.
Who that?
Okay,
Who
so
that?
so Saturday y'all got. I saw that. That was funny. You got the Panthers, Bills. You have the Cowboys, Seahawks. You have the Vikings, Giants on Saturday, as well as the Browns, the Bears. That'll be a good game. Rams and Chiefs. That should be a good game. But we got about a minute 30 seconds here left. I would be remiss if we didn't talk about the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Saints matchup, which will be this Saturday. I know the Who Dat Nation is excited to see the team. CL, I'll come to you first, about 30 seconds. What player in that game you're looking forward to seeing the most?
Lorenzo Styles.
Ooh. He's been tearing it up during training camp, locking guys up. I like it. I saw there was somebody tried. I think it might have been Alvin Kamara. Somebody.
He also returns kicks as he runs a 4.27 in the 40.
And we got him and Baron Brown back there, so you're going to see your guy. I like that. Lorenzo Styles. Chris, talk to me. Who you looking forward to seeing in this preseason game? Jaguars versus the Saints.
Oscar Del.
I'm not. You're going to see him too. I'm not mad at you.
I want to see Oscar Del because I want to see how he's like in the passing game. How we're going to use him in passing game situations.
Somebody was just on Shay Club Shay, Jeremy Shockey. I might see a little bit of Jeremy Shockey.
He's wearing number 88.
That part. All right, y'all. We are actually
Done.
We're just about done. But I'm going to go ahead and speak my piece of who I'm looking forward to seeing before we go ahead and lock it on up. Name of the show is Inside the Trenches. We're going to see Christian Miller.
Christian Miller.
I saw him doing
He was
his
one of the
training.
names I was thinking about.
You know, he was doing his footwork, getting ready. He's already doing the trip out there and says he's excited. An athletic sideline to sideline interior lineman. I think it's going to be a great preseason game for him. And I think it's going to be a great football season for you guys. That's right, because if you're watching Inside the Trenches, we're going to have all kind of, it's going to be sports on top of sports. I told you about all the networking we're doing with Frap TV. Man, you might catch us on the sideline. You might see us pop up in one of the Hash It Out videos. Shouts out to Jared Boy for coming on the show. Josh Preston's. You never know. You might see CL, doing this thing, interviewing people over at the Blue Crawfish. We have so much stuff to be excited for, and we're going to keep this thing going. Big ups to all our sponsors, Blue Crawfish, for coming on board. Shouts out to them. Also, we want to give a big shout out to Dr. Kendra of Health Nut System. Give it up to a big shout out to the Gordan McKernan injury attorneys. Get Gordan and get it done. 504-800-8888. Call right now if you've been injured in a car accident. And like I said, big ups to our production team. Shouts out to UP. Shouts out to Silas and Tobi. Guys out behind the screens working their tail off. Big ups to Loyola University. The studio is great. Nice build out. And we'll be back next Monday with preseason games to talk about. More highlights. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful week. It's Inside the Trenches, baby. See y'all next Monday. Peace.
Dentro de las trincheras.